We have vast improvements to AP2, a new effort to update the U.S. tax code for EVs, and happy birthday, Roadster. This is Tesla Tidbits episode number 379 for March 19th, 2018. We lead off the week with what is absolutely the biggest story probably since the Roadster and Semi reveal. We've got multiple reports from everywhere, including you fine listeners. The latest and greatest software update, 2018.10.x, seems to have finally magically solved the gap between AP1 and AP2 capabilities. So much so that even the director of Autopilot, Andrej Karpathy, took time to tweet about it. Quote, "It's very rewarding to watch the early feedback on our latest Autopilot update," and then a link to the Electric article on this. "A result of a fairly extensive rewrite. Working hard to get more of it polished and out there," end quote. Related to this, Bonnie Norman, noted Tesla enthusiast, posted a video of her and her Model X traveling over the Hood River Bridge. This bridge is extremely narrow, and you'll note that her blind spot indicators are going bonkers red the whole time. She's a much braver person than I, as I probably wouldn't even trust my own AP1 car on that thing. But if reports can be believed, this is the kind of the moment that everybody's been waiting for since the conversion to AP2. Feel free to continue to send in your own experiences with the new software. We move over to Electrek, where we've got a new effort to improve the current EV tax credit in the U.S. The potential change comes courtesy of Senator Jeff Merkley of Oregon. Senator Merkley hopes to remove the cap entirely of 200,000 vehicles per manufacturer. In addition, and not coincidentally directly benefiting from such legislation, 36 electric utilities backed the legislation, saying in the following statement, quote, "As you work to formulate the fiscal year 2018 omnibus spending legislation, we write to you in support of the Section 30D electric vehicle EV tax credit and urge you to modify the credit by eliminating the existing manufacturer cap. The EV credit is essential to foster the rapid adoption and deployment of electric vehicles, which in turn will boost our economic and national security and continue to create the next generation of well-paying American jobs," end quote. This would be wonderful news if passed, but I have a suspicion that this has about as much chance as a snowball in hell. We'll keep an eye out for updates as they are available. And then lastly, over at Teslarati, they take a moment to recognize the Roadster's 10-year anniversary, which is certainly a moment worth taking. As Elon recently recounted at South by Southwest, the early days of the company were ones where there was no guarantee that there'd even be a Tesla around the next day, let alone a company with 4 different models of car produced, another one soon to be announced, and a semi-truck that may change the commercial transportation industry. Cheers to the Roadster, the genesis of the company we all know and love. Make sure you check out the links to the full stories in the show description. While you're at it, please consider supporting the show financially through Patreon at patreon.com/Tesla Tidbits. As always, thanks to the wonderful super patrons supporting the show at the $10 plus level. They're John Waltauer, Drew Schuyler, John Waller, Mark and Sarah Thomas, Ryan Scarborough, Lee Sweet, William Henry Crew III, Dorian Steve Guberman, Bruno Quindici, John Rich, Joey Boots, Ralph and Cheryl Waterhouse, Adam Raymer Brown, Megawatt Photovoltaic Development, Todd Sullivan, Robert Healy, and Mitch Long. If you can't support the show with dollars, be sure to show your love with positive reviews and subscriptions on YouTube, iTunes, and other services across the internet. That's it for tonight. If you have feedback for me, the best way to be heard is to tweet at Tesla Tidbits and use the hashtag AskTeslaTidbits if you'd like your question to be considered for the show. I'll see everyone back here again tomorrow. Until then, keep it charged and hit the road.